Hey crew, it's Pit, and I'm back with another reaction video. I hear you. You're gonna do it? Fine. I've been not putting this off, but this is two people that got a lot of respect for. They've been about the message, and we're gonna see what's up with this. I've heard several times from several people, you need to do this. So we're gonna do it. Burden, featuring Mesus, Riot for me. Let's dig in. And right off the bat, this is an interesting outlay. You got your boy in handcuffs. They still got a gun on him. It looks to be two black officers. That looks like Burden's tats. So I'm assuming that's him. Let's dig in. Yep. Still got his gun on him.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. And that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
Oh man, Burden pushing them buttons, bruh. I'm gonna tell you something. He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Look up Tony Temple. There's a lot more instances of the ridiculous narrative going on. White people are killed at a rate of 3 to 1 over black people by police. And the greatest threat to black people is black people. You know, on this channel, we don't give a shit about your melanin. It's how you are as a person, how you act as a person. But this whole situation that we're in, where the news tells you repeatedly every single time that a black man is shot, but is completely silent every time a white man is shot in the same exact circumstances, or nail tone. George Floyd, Tony Temple. Check it out. One of those you heard about. It was thrown in your face every single day, every hour of the day, 4 days, until people were just, it caused riots. The other one, you never heard about once on the news. Exact same circumstances, or worse circumstances, because one of them, one that everybody's rioting for, asked to be held in the manner that he was held. Had taken 2 drugs that counteract each other, an upper and a downer, and was complaining about the problem way before he was on the ground. There is so much horribly wrong with the narrative that happened there. And then the other one, you can check out that situation yourself. There are many instances of the state overusing the power. It is not a black and white issue. It is a Democrat-Republican issue. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Because everywhere that you see these issues is run by Democrats. Period. You don't see these issues in Republican areas. We don't tolerate this shit. For either side. Our cops here, like where I'm at, we are remarkably free of cowardice. It is a well-integrated place. We have people, our neighbors are all different shades of skin tones. There is no beef behind that here. It's just not. In Baton Rouge, right 20 miles, not even 20 miles up the road, it is a problem. Here, we're governed by Republicans. And we don't have these issues. Like, it's not that we hide these issues. We don't have them. But in the area that is led by the Democrats, it is the main focus of everything. And that is our issue. It is the propaganda being pushed in your face all the time. So yeah, this is a conversation starter. We 33 seconds in, and I've already got 5 minutes of video.
Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic?
Right. Every single person that we've rioted over for the last, 6 years, horrible fucking humans. Like shitbags. Complete fucking shitbags. They could be redeemed, absolutely. It is sad, absolutely, that they died. But if you're in the game, you know the game. If you resist, you're gonna die, bruh. At the very least, you're gonna get the fuck beat out you. Like, that's just, that's the game. I don't understand. Like, I do understand. It is a communist takeover.
Me, bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic. If the ratings go up, so does the profit.
And look at this. It said white dogs matter. They give it an interview right here.
You can change the station, but they're reading from the same script.
Here's
White man gunned down by police. Ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit.
Yeah, I saw that coming. Like, I can see that coming. Ain't nobody cares. It happens at a much greater number. And like 99% of police altercations, like where they get involved and they do some bad shit, it's justified. It is. If you fighting and bucking and you get ventilated, fucking sorry for you. Not really. Like, it is what it is. Fight it in court or not get caught. But if you're not getting caught and you get shot in the back running away, well, fucking well. Like, everybody's like, well, you didn't have to shoot him in the back. Bullshit. He could be running to fortify himself. He could be running to hit around the corner and pop you coming through. Don't give him the chance. Comply. I know it sounds, oh, you're such a fucking cuck. Comply or die. Yes, absolutely. Comply or die. Those are the options. Like, as NF would say, these are the options. These are the options. Like, comply or die. Fight it in court. That is the way you go with it. And if you're dirty, you ain't gonna win. Oh, well, you knew that going in. If you get caught with it, you're going down. Like, that's part of the game.
Shit, I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no...
Where it's a hate crime to take down some public property. Like, these people vandalize property. And then you get a charge for trying to fix it.
I won't
do that shit around my house.
Get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say...
With a rapist on his back. Like, I lost all respect for the Saints altogether. I haven't watched football in a long time. Since the Saints won the Super Bowl. That was the last time I really watched football. I was a Saints fan when I was trying to fit in with people. I didn't really care about football, but I watched the Saints. Like, I was like, all right, I'm going to get in this. I'm going to play back with the tribe. I'm going to follow the Saints. So I followed the Saints up until they won the Super Bowl. And I was like, all right, it's good. But when they put that fucking rapist name on the back of the helmet, man, get the fuck out of here with your weak-ass victim shit. It's making me cuss today, yo.
Get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right. Since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media. That's mythology.
He said truth in the mainstream media. That's mythology. He ain't lying either. Like, these motherfuckers lying about the weather, bruh. These two storms that just came in, was it Floyd and Grace? Had zero chance of being dangerous. None. They played it up like this was going to be some superstorm coming in. There was so much Sahara sand over the top of that storm, it had no chance of doing that. Now that it's away and it's heading towards Rhode Island, I think it's going to hit the day that when I'm filming this. Now that it's away from the Saharan sand, it's picking up a little speed. If you don't know that our weather patterns have changed, you're wrong. Some Some people are like, the climate's not changing. That's bullshit. It is. It is not carbon. It has nothing to do with carbon. If you're watching this, go to my page, one of my favorite channels, Suspicious Observers. Check out the what is it? The Climate Disaster Playlist, I think is what it's called, on their channel. It will tell you what's happening here now.
My people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people.
And I'm beyond the point of thinking we're going to wake up. I really am. I don't think it's going to happen.
I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. If I was on my knees and executed by police.
Happened. Like everything he said has happened since George Floyd.
What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep.
That man, they had somebody, a white dude, you ain't heard about him, committed suicide, shooting himself in the back while handcuffed.
Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest.
Here come Mesus.
That's with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all
He said, bruh,
don't ride for me.
This is so exhausting. Way the news talk.
no one gives a shit.
And it's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none.
Nothing. And that's true.
Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white. Let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt. When the
I like that shirt.
truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb.
Boy, he spit some truth right there. When you just got what you deserve. Like, and that's true. Like, and it's not because you're black, and it's not because you're white or Spanish or whatever. If you're doing dirty shit and you get ventilated, then so be it. That is the life. That is what you are asking for when you live that life. And you can talk about all you want with that victim shit. Well, they don't have no choice but to sell dope. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Nobody on this planet grew up broker than me. Like, we were broke. We were so broke that the welfare kids picked on us. For real. I chose to go into the life of dope dealing. I chose to follow my father into the life of dope dealing. I am glad that God has delivered me out of that before I wound up ventilated. But if I would have wound up ventilated, doing the same dirty shit that these people do, and you riot for them, there wouldn't be no riot. Like, oh, well, that white boy knew what the fuck he was getting into. He knew, that cracker knew what was up. Bet.
Dumb games and you win a dumb prize. Less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. Now you gonna realize they just trying to divide us. It's red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us. Getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is, if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind.
Now, I got to push back here a little bit, because if you look, when Mesus comes up,
Silent.
What if I was on my knees and
they've got him under control here. So why is he coming up to interfere? Like, that's just as much a part of this problem that we have as anything else. Now, he's kneeling on his back. He's not kneeling on his neck. It makes a difference. It does. Neither one of them have their guns out. They don't. They started out with their guns out. They have de-escalated the situation. They have him under control. You got a man on his knees. You got a man on his back. He's cuffed. Now, because he's cuffed, you can lessen the force a little bit. Maybe they don't need to be on his knees. But if he's fighting, you got to control the situation. You have to assume that the police have a reason for stopping these people. Even Burton, even this white guy on the ground. I have to assume that they have a reason for that. Now, if I see them beating him, then we got a problem. Period. Like, I ain't dealing with it. It don't matter what color he is. They beating a man in handcuffs on the ground. I'm fucking something up. We all gonna die today. But this situation here, I don't see a need to get involved in.
And executed by police. What if I was being
Like, and it's okay to ask questions outside of the range. It is. They can't stop you for that. Film that shit. Film the fuck out of it. Absolutely. Get it on camera. That holds everybody accountable. See where his hand's at right here? Look at this. Look at his hand right here. He's getting ready. He's got an outside threat coming in. Maybe he's got a reason to get ready.
choked and they knew that I couldn't?
But like the whole narrative behind
What if I was on my knees and
behind the George Floyd incident.
executed by police? What if
I'm trying to catch it just
I was
right.
being choked?
Right here. This right here, he's on his back. It is hard to breathe like that. You shouldn't fight. But he's not on his neck. You need to watch that video again. This is a perfectly acceptable way to hold somebody. That was a perfectly acceptable way to hold somebody. That was a big old boy. It's hard to control somebody that big. There was no maliciousness. There was no intent to get harm. There wasn't. And if you think there are, you're deceived.
Choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe. If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me. Y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me.
See that right there? You're about to get ventilated. With justification.
Bet y'all don't ride for me.
We're gonna let it play on out. That was a great conversation starter. Y'all gonna get tired of seeing my face behind this one. I don't play victim shit. Like I don't tolerate it in the slightest. Every single instance of it, I have to call it out. And there was a measure of that. I called it out. But the overall message of this is absolutely on point. Absolutely on point. If this was white people, you wouldn't hear shit about it. Period. You don't hear about it. It happens. It's happening all the time. At a rate of 2 to 1. Like for every one black person that's goes this way, there are 2 white ones. That's just how it happens. They want to talk about percentages and average, and we could talk math. We ain't gonna get into that today, but we could talk math. We could talk about who commits the most crimes. You can talk about what the crimes are. Change the law. But the crimes stand as they do. If I get caught with the things that I do, I'm just going to have to fight it in court. I got a valid reason. I got a valid excuse. But I'm not fighting the cops. I was taught that when I learned to drive. The white dude, I was taught that. Don't fight the cops. You remain respectful. You stay where they can see you clearly. You don't do anything they don't tell you to do. Like, there was a whole list of things we went through as a white child. Because cops are a force unto themselves. Right or wrong, it's the truth. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I definitely appreciate this. Burden, Mesus, was good. It was. I love a good conversation starter. There's a lot of truth in here. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are with me, and I am praying for you every single day. This has been Pitt's Take. Peace.